The Gulf of Mexico versus the Gulf of America debate. A topic so absurdly specific, you'd think it's about which brand of bottled water is more American. But alas, it's more about the geopolitical identity crisis of the US and the art of making the world seem just a little more inconvenient to everyone else. Let's unpack this. The name Gulf of Mexico has been the international standard for centuries. It was originally named in 1492 by Christopher Columbus, the guy who thought he discovered America but was really just super lost. Over the years, the Gulf's name stuck around, firmly etched into world maps, history books, and Google searches. To the rest of the globe, it was a given. The Gulf of Mexico was a geographic fact, like how the Eiffel Tower is in Paris or how pandas are really good at not giving a damn about your existence. But in the United States, some people, I'm looking at you, Donald Trump, decided, for reasons known only to their inflated egos, to rebrand the whole thing. So now, in certain US history books, educational materials, and, let's be honest, possibly Trump's personal version of reality, the Gulf of Mexico is referred to as the Gulf of America. Because why not? Let's slap America on everything and pretend like the rest of the world doesn't exist. It's just like calling your backyard pool the Atlantic Ocean because you live in America and it's your pool, so, obviously, it's the Atlantic now. So what does this Gulf of America name change mean for education? Well, kids in the US are now being taught that the Gulf of Mexico is an American thing. Teachers and textbooks, which are probably printed on paper made from American flag fabric, now talk about how the US has a totally exclusive claim to this body of water. All those pesky international borders and centuries of geography? Just fake news. Who cares about global history when you've got the big old red, white, and blue? It's all about making sure the country feels even more isolated from reality. But the impact doesn't stop there. Imagine the poor, confused children who travel abroad only to look at a map in Europe and think, wait a minute, where's the Gulf of America? Where's all my freedom and patriotism? Oh, the confusion. The existential dread. All that education just goes down the drain, like the Gulf of Mexico. America. As for the rest of the world, well, they're still trying to figure out if this is some weird, late-stage capitalism move or just another bizarre Trumpian attempt to rewrite history. It's like how the US insists on measuring things in miles, but then they wonder why no one can get their head around freedom fries instead of regular fries. The Gulf of Mexico is part of the world. Just like how some Americans are, unfortunately, part of America, and it's not a choice anyone else made. So, there you have it. Gulf of America. It's like when your rich, clueless uncle buys a fancy car and then calls it a limited edition American classic even though it's clearly just a normal car with some gold trim and a sticker. Let's just hope the rest of the world doesn't get too mad about it, because if we start calling the Atlantic America's Sea, I'm pretty sure that's where the world's patience with this whole American exceptionalism thing will snap. In the end, this change will probably not affect anything important, but it will make for some funny international awkwardness. Enjoy the confusion, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Any comments? Leave them in the section below.